On a serious note, nataka tujiulize hii maswali, okay? It's not a joke. On a very serious note. So, I saw Jalango and the president, they promoted the other day boxing of these young men, which is a good thing because it's sports. But any future plans? None. Just give them 1 million each, let people get entertained, and that's it. Then kidogo nasikia kuna mtu anaitwa Masagara na mwingine anaitwa Useful Idiot, wanapatiwa first class experience, wafly waende wa watch sports, waende wa watch Manchester na Arsenal. Nikaona pia ule Karauri MP wa Kasarani anapatiana 2 million kwa the same. My question is simple. Is this the same country where students 8,000 cannot access school because there are no school fees because the schools have not been funded? Who advises these people? Mko sawa?
Kuna watu walipo kupropel a certain agenda to sahau what happened. They're propelling these people to look a certain way to us. Kuna watu wamelipwa ndo usahau, ndo ucheke. We're the same team. Pale tao tuliraruliwa kanzi, kagunia, damu, headshot, lumwagika. Tulikuwa tunatupiwa gas ka shit. Nitaka kuniambia the same people are the other because I'm relate to the same song mnaimba. The same way I'm relate to meme. Sisi ndo wabaya. Jinga, wewe ni mjinga. In anyone who thinks that wewe ni mjinga. Wachini kwa hiyo ni propaganda, even though propaganda zo work. Wana downplay. Wana wafanya insensitive. So that happened, maandamano happened. Gen Z's died. So it's okay. Let's downplay it. No. You have to learn and say no. Hold it accountable. People like me and you on that street were gone. It would have been either me or you. And it has been in so many ways. Someone doesn't have to come and shoot you to die. Someone can remove every economic power that you have. Someone can make sure that the degree that you've gone to school, you're not going to get any job. Someone is killing you in ways that you can't see. And if you don't stand up for yourself, that it will continue happening. And in fact, you're going to the latter. Inaendelea kuwa worse. So you have to learn and stand up and say, no, that's not fair. You can't mimify everything. You can't. That's not how it works. Kuna watu wamelipwa na hii agenda. Wake up and see it for what it is. And do not forget. Let this be the main message. Do not forget. Please do not forget.
I want to say shame on you to many creators like Kevin Masagara. You are among the young creators who are part of a ploy by the NIS to make the president look more relatable to young people so that they can forget the over 500 Gen Zs he killed and the massive corruption of this particular regime. And I know part of this ploy, State House is now getting creators to collaborate with Ruto on trendy stuff like donating money for the Majembe fight, paying particular creators like Lenny and Mluo to make skits about Ruto, or you'd randomly on TikTok hear the president say stuff like clock it, Nimbaya, and now recently paying Masagara to go to Old Trafford so that when he posts pictures in the stadium, the gullible fans of Masagara will feel like the president is such a nice person. And I want to tell the hungry creators who will sell out and collaborate with Ruto, as you try to whitewash Ruto, for us who have dignity and understand what leadership means for the young people, we will constantly remind the young people of the atrocities of Ruto and the massive failure of this regime up to the last day of the election.
Nilikuwa na study bana. Talanta. Ukasema hii ni noma.
Ni noma bana. Hiyo ni mbaya sana.
Mbaya. Ile ni kama ya Manchester na ya Arsenal.
Ndio sababu. Unajua sasa unaeleza sijui watu wanaenda kwa Emirates, wanaenda Trafford. Sasa hapa Talanta ndio kutakuwa kwenyewe.
Unajua juzi Manchester iliwapiga mbaya sana.
Manchester gani? Ile ilikuwa guesswork.
Guesswork gani?
Ilikuwa guesswork.
Sema kuja Bruno.
Bado tuko on top of the table. Yaani usomi.
Sasa kuna kijana anaitwa Masagara. Masagara is Kenya's #1 Manchester fan. Na anataka kwenda Old Trafford. He's never watched Manchester play live. And he's the #1 supporter. Wacha ukijana aende.
Jalash. Wewe unajua unataka kuharibu hesabu yetu.
Hesabu gani?
Naona umenipangia. Unajua mimi ni fan wa Arsenal, sasa unaniambia maneno ya Manchester United.
Tupeleke kijana wa Arsenal mwingine mmoja pia.
Okay.
Nani?
Useful nani ule?
Useful idiot.
Useful idiot jamaa. Tafadhali mtafute. Sasa sababu huyo nataka ni msponsor.
Yeye pia ingie. Sasa Masagara ingie Old Trafford na idiot aingie.
Kama umekubali Useful Idiot aende Emirates, basi mimi nitamsponsor pia huyo Masagara aende Old Trafford.
Basi sasa utasponsor nini?
Wacha niwanunulie hao jamaa
Ticket. Business class.
Na niwalipie accommodation.
Pali ya kulala
na kujipanga vizuri ili wapate experience. Wakirudi wajue vile mambo itakuwa hapa
Talanta. Hapo umecheza kama wewe. Hii ni mbaya.
Hii ni mbaya sana.
This is too much now. We have turned our president to a contenter, an influencer. Guy, si tulisema hiyo ya Talanta Stadium kutangaza ilikuwa the last one. Now tomorrow is Valentine Day. At the same time we are having rugby at Nyayo Stadium. So our president anawainvite mwende msupport Kenya Sevens. What's going on? Our president is overworking. I'm turning to a content creator, surely Kenya. We have turned our president to a content creator, surely. Hapa ndipo tutaelekea Singapore, watu wangu. Eboneni venye president anawaambia.
Hapa Kanairo. HSBC tournament ya rugby inaendelea. It is our time to turn up the volume. You are a criminal.
Imagine going to the president and saying, let's build community sports ground. Let's fix local facilities. Let's create spaces where the young generations can train. Now that conversation changes real lives. But if all our leaders bring is hero worship and genuflecting at the altar of European football, then what exactly are we solving? Europe already has its football systems. Their leagues don't need us to market them. Kenyan football needs investment right here at our own backyard. Yet instead of Jalango talking about the conditions of our pitches, youth facilities, when he meets the president, he is busy selling EPL fantasies. Listen you, Langata MP. Local football will only grow when leaders push for local solutions. Support Kenyan football. Help build that product you want investors to invest on. That's the only way you can make Kenyan football great. The commitment Kevin Masagara gives Manchester United, the loyalty, useful idioti, Orwa Gwena shows to Arsenal. Now imagine only even 10% of that energy redirected to Kenya Premier League. Same passion, same analysis, same consistency. I'm telling you, our league would move mountains. So to the powerful Kenyan sports influencers, football doesn't grow because it is perfect. It grows because influencers choose to care. The EPL wasn't built in silence. It was built by obsession. And it is that very, very obsession that we want you influencers to give to the people. The Jalango Kevin Masagara Road to Old Trafford campaign is a decoy meant to hoodwink you, the local passionate KPL fan. And you're the person that I want to talk to because this whole campaign, it's targeting you. These people have now realized that, you know, the market is being invaded. Now the market inakuwa invaded by now, you know, the KPL. And then we're also now getting other people now to jump, you know, watching this local football journey. So hii campaign yao ya Old Trafford, tafadhali, it is you. They want to sell you a hope, a dream. That you see, it's possible that when you watch this stuff, it's possible you can go to Old Trafford. It's not. Hata Masagara mwenyewe amekuambia. He's tried several times kuenda but hawezi. To the passionate KPL fan, this is a freebie. This is a free carrot European mascots in Kenya are dangling to you. Do not fall for it. Let's support Kenyan football.
President William Ruto, kuja hivyo. Just come the way you are. Kuja tu hivyo. So there has been a campaign to unfollow the president on Twitter. Sindo, na jana alikuwa 6.3 and I was wondering, mbona hizi followers zake hazishuki? So I got curious and I went and looked at it. And not to much surprise, I was not even surprised, if you look at most of these accounts, hazina profile picture. That's red flag number 1. Number 2, most of them, they join on the same date. So, angalia, June 2024. And it's not just one account. There are several accounts. So, for example, look at all these accounts. Lucy Waithera, June 2024. Jenga Simon, 2024. Wanjiko, 2024. And then all of them, they're not following anyone. They do not post about anything. They're not retweeting anything. So, that only means one thing. These are bot accounts. These are not real people.
Niko na mbogi yangu ni kujipinki Kono tuko sete buda tuna like makoni Nina kisisa ngimi na tushike machiva Mangeuso mebleki wapandishwe kama dede nobo Niko maena kapinyilie katoto na kapinyia Machoka na baki kama ipo na kapinya magezi Yani toto nikabobo nimeshinda kuse Sasa ni kuingia koto Hakuna hapa kukeiana Nishere Hakuna hapa kubondana Nishere Hakuna hapa kuchana Nishere Utakituna wewe nataka niambie Sabato hivi Sabato mimi nileta muziki nikaingia kwa Manchester United ukitaka lyrics na kupatia for free lyrics siuzi tafuta Kevin Masagara kila mahali niko Facebook niko Instagram niko TikTok ni DM tu uniambie Masagara nipe hizo lyrics zako nikubaye hapa imagine nini kama 2021 na wewe ulikuwa unaimba ushebedu zile ni nini ulikuwa unaimba zile ni nini taka gani zile ulikuwa unaimba huyo kwanza ni presenter gani alikuita mambo gani? Sabato ulitongoza kama Wakenya no.
Mimi kitu naweza sema Kasonga aleta pay bill tumchangie pesa ya 5 years atoke. Tunataka kufanya vitu zingine.
Nice like